Alright. Back in action. Oh, hockey. There we go. What's up, Alfino? The man from Old Da. Despite traveling halfway around the world, Alfino is in no mood to take in the sights. Glad though I am to have arrived, I would remind you all that we are far from home, with limited resources at our disposal. Duly noted, brother. I shall take care not to enjoy myself. In any event, Doma is our final destination, and our first order of business should be to secure passage there. Captain Garlean, I realize you pledged only to take us as far as Kagane, and I have no desire to change the terms of our agreement. I should, however, be interested to know how you would go about reaching Othard were you in our position. At the risk of stating the obvious, you are in a port. Surely there is a kind and generous soul here who will aid you in the right price. For the right price. You cannot be the first traveler seeking passage to Doma. The captain makes a good point. 'Tis like that Yugiri and Gosetsu were forced to come here for the self-same reasons we were. They must have found a way to Othard, assuming they are not still in the city. Ere we seek passage, mayhap we should first seek our friends. Leave it to me, Alfino. Making friendly inquiries is my specialty. Lest you forget, I got plenty of practice in Ishgard. Our little diplomat. Captain Garlean, could you direct us to the nearest tavern? Desperate for a drink, are we? You may find one in that large building just beyond the pier. Whether your journeys have come to an end or are about to begin, the Shiakaze hostelry is an ideal place to rest, relax, and reflect, or so they say. And with that, my dear scions, I bid you farewell. As soon as we have replenished our supplies, we must away. Ours was ever a fast-moving business. The spice trade, you mean? But of course. Surely you did not think I traveled halfway around the world and delivered you to your destination solely out of the kindness of my heart. Perish thought. Thank you, Captain, and may the Navigator watch over and keep you. Right then, to the hostelry? Hostelry? After you! Oh my god, is that a catfish person? Holy crap.
By the 12. I thought Ishgard remarkable, but this... We are certainly not in Eorzea anymore.
A tavern is a tavern, Alfino, here or anywhere else. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time to do what I do best.
Oh, 1,000 pardons, my lady.
Who dat? Who dat?
The signs of the seventh dawn, I presume.
It's John
I hope
Lennon.
your voyage was not too trying.
And you are?
John Lennon.
Ah, yes, of course. Forgive me. Hancock of the East Aldenard Trading Company, at your service. On behalf of Chairman Lolorito, I bid you welcome to Kugani and invite you to take refreshments at our local offices.
Not Lolorito.
Lolorito? I was aware his interests extended beyond the borders of Eorzea, but not so far as Kugane. Regardless, I am disinclined to accept the hospitality of grinning merchants, especially those who serve a master with whom we have such a difficult relationship.
My, such naked suspicion. I do hope that business with the Crystal Braves did not rob you of all faith in your fellow man. Or do you really think the chairman is plotting to drag you into another one of his grand schemes?
I beg your pardon? If you are trying to win my trust, you are failing quite spectacularly.
Oh dear, have I offended you?
I mean, you personally? No, but Lolorito, yes, entirely.
Once again, I must apologize. Too much time in the Far East, you see. One is compelled to talk in circles round everything here, and one finds oneself longing for the invigoratingly candid speech of the Uldan markets. Though I see now that this was neither the time nor the place to indulge said longing. Might I suggest that we continue this conversation at the company offices? Too many eyes and ears here, you understand. 'Twould be decidedly reckless to say any more.
If I may favor you with the invigorating candy you apparently crave, it would be decidedly reckless to follow a man I neither know nor trust. Give me one good reason why we should accept Lord Lolorito's invitation.
Now there's the young diplomat I was told to expect. Very well then, I shall explain. You understand that you are come to a most reclusive and secretive nation, yes? One whose borders are closed to foreign trade save at this single port. Then it should come as no surprise that a great many parties have vested interests here. Merchants like myself are a given, of course, but for every one of us, you may be certain there is also an agent of a foreign government. Many notable nations and empires have embassies here, you know, including, of course, the Garlean Empire.
Ooh, what is that
With
guy?
whom you have such a difficult relationship.
Is he a turtle? I hope so.
To paraphrase, Kugani is teeming with Imperial spies, one or several of whom could now be listening to our every word.
If that guy's a Ninja Turtle, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Something to that effect, yes. Beneath this veneer of bustling trade, a war for supremacy is being waged between world powers. One might say we were standing on the front lines, just not in public.
I still have my doubts, but he may have a point. I say we accept his invitation for now.
Alright, before I accept that, I have to run around town. Just a little. Just a little bit. There's already so many weird new races and creatures and crap here. Oh, what's that? That's neat. Wonder what that does. This guy's just orphaned down this rice. Before I forget, I better hit this thing. Alright, Hancock, what do you have to say? And you must be Zumacalis Dagaz, Slayer of Gods, Rider of Dragons, Savior of Ishgard, Stealer of Pants, if some of the more puzzling rumors are to be believed. I do steal me some pants. I knew it. May I say what an honor and pleasure it is to make your acquaintance, good sir. I just know you and I are going to get along famously. Now then, without further ado, allow me to escort you to the company offices. This being your first visit to our fair city, I shall make an effort to point out various landmarks along the way, if you would be so good as to follow me. Sure. Of course, the first one is the Aetheryte. There's a little baby Aetheryte right over here, though. Let me tag it. Everyone, if I could have your attention please. You are now standing in Tinkanto. Loosely translated, the name means Spire of Drifting Souls, which, as some of you may have deduced, makes reference to the Aetheryte which stands over yonder. The design is markedly different from those of Charlayan, yet I trust its function is identical. A diplomat and a scholar, but wonders never cease. Far Eastern Aetheryte technologies have a long and storied tradition, I assure you. This particular example was constructed by the Onishishu, a collective of skilled craftsmen who guard their ancestral techniques with the utmost secrecy. In short, you will find it no less reliable than its Western counterparts, attuned, if you like. That was a short quest. Get bracelets. Beautiful though it may be, we cannot spend all day staring at the Aetheryte. Come, come, let us move along. The markets are next. Pier number 2. Kogane Dori. Oh, there's an Aetheryte shard. You've arrived at the largest shopping district in Kogane, Kogane Dori. Kogane, as you are doubtless unaware, is an ancient Hingan word for gold. So in this prosperous port where golden fortunes are made, lesser fortunes, or kogane, are earned by the local merchants. It's all quite logical once you learn the language. Now you're beginning to speak my language. Oh ho, a kindred spirit! What a pleasure it is to meet a young lady who appreciates the value of hard-won coin. Hancock of the East Aldenar Trading Company. You are with clients today? Why, if it isn't Master Caton! Pray allow me to introduce you to my esteemed guests, but recently come from distant Eorzea. This kind and generous soul supervises all transactions here in Kogane Dori. Your sincerity is ever appreciated. As he says, I am Kaiten of the Hakuchi clan, and it is my honor to serve as overseer of these markets. As we receive many foreign visitors in Kugane, we accept all manner of currencies. Rest assured, your Eorzean Gil are welcome here. I invite you to peruse our wares at your leisure. This really is an awesome looking zone. I love the lighting on the market stalls. Arms, armor, foodstuffs, potables. Here you will find all of them and more. And buckets. 3 buckets on top of a well. Look at the armor, the jeweler. Little flying turtle. Hey, level 62 equipment. Neat. Yuki leather grimoire. Not bad. What about this copper nickel rapier? Oh, purple crystal. Yeah, that's a rehash. That's definitely a rehash skin. What's all this armor look like then? Hat of casting? Yeah. Yeah, I think these are all reskins. Either keeper in the castle dungeons? Who? Who do they keep in the dungeon? Live shrimp. If we may pause here for a moment. This road leads to the Ichingai, the district in which Ijin, or foreigners, are permitted to reside. That's just another word for Gaijin. Dicks. Would this also be where the foreign embassies are found, including that of a certain empire? Precisely. So, you see, it would not be at all unusual to cross paths with one of our Garlean cousins here. With this in mind, I would encourage you to choose your words carefully. We would not want any physical altercations after all. Such spats are being strictly forbidden. The Sekisegumi punish breaches of the peace quite severely. I have seen foreigners permanently exiled for a single violation, though, to be fair, this is not common. More often than not, they are executed on the spot. Oh, that's better. That's better then. What? Cut down then and there? You're joking, right? Would that I were, but alas, these samurai are a humorless lot. Why, I recall one instance when a foreign merchant and his cups dared lay hands upon a Hingan aristocrat in front of a Sekisegumi. The samurai cut him in half with a single stroke. I don't even want to think about that. So, as you see, it would behoove you to behave. Failing that, we may be forced to part ways with one another, or you with yourselves in the manner of the late Teleji Ataleji. He's just openly joking about the time that little dickhead Teleji got sliced clean in half by Robon. Oh, how I amuse myself. But we must carry on. I have yet to show you the Garlean consulate. That was pretty awesome, though. So around and south. Bunny girl. It's always bunny girls. This, as you may have surmised, is the consulate of you-know-who. Mark the guards at the gate. Are their uniforms not different from those you have seen in the West? Were you to travel far and wide, you would find that many such variations exist, often inspired by local designs, all of which goes to show that even a massive empire seeking to rule all of creation is not without its artisans. It's true, I suppose. That is definitely an interesting configuration. Kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy 15 a bit. Now what? Healing and casting? There is oh so much more I can speak of. The soothing waters of the onsen, the ephemeral delights of the pleasure district, but you are doubtless still weary from your long sea voyage. Let us retire to the company offices. Sounds awesome. But first, let's go ahead and attune to both of these little Ethernets over here. Now isn't this nice? Rakusui Gardens. This is pier number 1. Nope, can't jump in there. So they add swimming to the game, but cut off access to the water in this city. Well done. see what's going down in the corporate office. This is actually a really nice building. So it's very much a Western style building here in the middle of all this. At long last, we arrive at our destination. May I present you our humble offices? We have much to discuss, so I will refrain from further prattle. Come, right this way. Free gear. Yay. Oh my god, look at that little gold statue.
Our thaumaturges took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality. You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify, then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doma Liberation Front.
Yeah, see, there's always an angle.
How could... I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
The Auri Shinobi and the Rugadan Samurai? Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugani.
Are you sure?
Quite. They came here aboard a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
Mm-hmm.
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
Forgive me. This calls for a map.
Yay, maps. Cartography.
We are here in Kugani, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea.
Looks like it says Ruby Tide.
Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy.
Look at that crazy white lion. Or tiger, rather. Liger.
Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory. Now, as I'm sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy. The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire. Bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll-takers and forbade the payment of the Ruby Tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
So basically, a trifecta of shit disturbers.
No wonder they struggled to secure passage to Doma. What captain would risk such a journey given the circumstances?
I'm told your friends were not so easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
I know that smile. I use that smile. That's the smile of a smartass. Though I am reluctant to take any action whatsoever that could be construed as placing ourselves in Lord Lolorito's debt, we must avail ourselves of what means are available. Our Alamigan allies place their faith in us, and I do not intend to disappoint them. Let's see, we'll take healing. What is this, a gift? A mystery gift? Alfredo was a man with a plan. It would seem inefficient for all of us to venture out together in search of information on Yuri and Gosetsu's whereabouts. Agreed? Agreed. We need to cast our net wider. Split up and pursue all available avenues of inquiry. But if we were able to, or if we to coordinate our efforts effectively, we'll need to establish a working base of operations here. Indeed, Tatara would seem best suited to the task of organizing our supplies and procuring new ones. Yay! Administrative duties. While she attends to that, we four can begin our search by questioning the individuals Hancock identified. Alise and I will take those in the southern districts of the city, and the two of you will take those in the north. In anticipation of just such an eventuality, I took the liberty of preparing some few sketches of Yuri and Gosetsu during our voyage. Nice. So we have wanted posters for our friends. Those are actually really cool. Wow, Ishtala warned me that you were a bit of an artist. But these are great. They'll definitely come in handy. Looks like it's you and me, Zumacalis. Let's step outside and talk about where to start. So we're pretty much going to go around the cities, or go around this entire city district and say, hey, have you seen my friend? There's a reward for about, 0 gil, but we'll give you like 10,000 thank yous. Oh god. Which is worth 1,000 moms? show you angry. So tons of side quests popping up. 1-star veteran clan hunt. I need to start that as well. Wow, Alfino's sketches are so... I don't know how to put it, but they're very... Well, see for yourself. You may view Alfino's sketch at any time during this quest by using the relevant item in the key items menu. Okay. Okay, oh, hold on. View it with her. Where is it? That. Okay. Yep, it's pretty fancy. It looks more like them than they do. Honestly, he could make a living doing this. Oh, sorry. No time for distractions. Why don't we start by visiting Karaku at the Onsen? Unsen. That was it. Let's see here. I think the next pit stop will be up on the north end. Let's see what the quickest way to get there happens to be. Well, an Ethernet shard, I think. Nice, got them all. That little turtle. Karaku. Come one, come all. Burns, cuts, embarrassing rashes, there is not the mystical waters of the Bokaisen hot springs cannot heal. Oh, what is that in your hand? It's a prescription for Percocet. You stick this aura and rogue at it, do you? 1,000 apologies, but I cannot help you. It is against our policy to divulge information regarding patrons, past or present. Please, we came all this way from Eorzea to find our friends. We have our reputation to consider, Miss. Men and women from all walks of life come here in search of rejuvenation, body and soul. They seek privacy and discretion, and we have ever honored their wishes. Only the Seki Segumi may demand otherwise. I am sorry, but there is naught I can do. I suppose we'll just have to ask someone else then. What about that woman who runs the hostelry? Kotakaze, was it? So now we need to go down to the hostelry. Shiokaze Hostelry. Oh, you know. Hello, Kotakaze. You have a sweet eye patch. Welcome, traveler. Can I interest you in some rice wine? Exceptional quality, delivered but the other day. Ah, and Ari should know me in regarding samurai. If I may, I would answer your question with some few of mine own. If I speak of that which you know, Ijin, be not offended. You are familiar with the situation in the lands across the Ruby Sea? The doomed rebellion after 2.5 decades of quiet? I see. And you are familiar with the ways of Hingashi, how we elect to stand apart and support no cause but our own? Indifferent and callous, some might call us, but pragmatism is essential if a humble island nation such as ours is to survive. But we are not fools. Complete isolation is impractical, and so Kugane is open to Ijin, and we are equally hospitable to all. Or, if I must speak more plainly, yes, I can help you, but if I do, I must also oblige the ones who ask after you. Are you willing to accept this fair and equitable treatment? I suppose. If anyone comes looking for us, tell them whatever you like. As you wish. The 2 individuals of whom you speak did indeed come here. They sought passage across the Ruby Sea. Few ships are willing to make the trip at the moment. Nevertheless, I made several introductions on their behalf. That was the extent of our interaction. I will provide you with the names of the captains if you like. You've been a great help, Mistress Kotakaze. I'll be sure to come back for that wine sometime. We would welcome your custom, miss. You should question these captains as soon as we can. You take the first 3, I'll take the rest, and we'll meet here when we've finished, alright? Good luck. Okay, so we need to go down to the pier. Where's the doorway? Where did I go? I ended up behind the stairs. I am not drunk. Just take a moment to step back and smell the roses a bit. Just appreciate this city. This brand new zone that we find ourselves in. It does look pretty sweet at night. Especially the people that are planning on jumping off the bridge. I'm a terrible person. Oh god, he jumped. He's dead. Well, never call somebody's bluff. He just disappeared off the freaking edge. That was the best timing. So these captains... Oh, here's one, here's another. A Hannish spice trader. You asked me if I've seen this Ari woman, it's Rogaiden Samurai? The woman is unknown to me, but the man is not. He was for Doma, but I could not help it. We travel solely between here and Radzat-Han. It would be an unreasonable detour. Okay. What about you, Kurt, Captain? Captain Kurt Russell. Yes, the Rogaiden gentleman did approach me. He wanted to charter a ship to take him across the Ruby Sea, the mad devil. I sent him away, like all the others before him. The woman? Nay, I know her not. Anybody down this way? Nope. In here? No captains in here. They must all be on the top. Or far further down. Meticulous merchant. Passengers? No. We no longer offer that service. Too much trouble. Now we only transport goods. Told this to the samurai and sent him on his way. The woman? Pah! If it's women you seek, the pleasure houses have plenty. Okay. So my end of the search turned up nothing. Hopefully Lise had some better luck. Upstairs, downstairs, outside. There you are. How did it... Oh, never mind. Judging from the look on your face, you didn't have much better luck than I did. Do I just get this now? Oh, it's wall-mounted. That's awesome. It's probably a trap. Oh my freaking lord. We get various bits of level 60 armor again. Well, I suppose we might as well head back to... Wait, I just remembered. There was someone on my list I forgot to visit. Kyoto. He's a Namazu fisherman, whatever that means. And a regular here. Maybe we'll find him if we look around. It's gonna be one of the catfish people. Must be way upstairs. It's probably a trap. Oh my god. They named him after frickin' Akbar. What? Why do you stare? You have business with me? By the 12, a talking fish. Yes, a talking fish. How very observant of you, Ejin. You find me in good spirits, so your rudeness I will ignore this once, but only if you address me again in a proper manner. Sorry, I've never met a, Let's start again. You're Kyoto, right? My name is Lise, and this is Zumacalis. We're looking for some friends of ours. Here's the elaborate picture. I see. Both these ones I know well. I helped them secure passage across the Ruby Sea. Really? That's wonderful. Would you do the same for us? Yes, this would not be a problem. For you, I could charter a ship this very day. But the journey is fraught with much peril. The fare will not be cheap. Are you sure you can afford to pay? I didn't think to bring any money, but surely Tataru will let us take whatever we need from the science coffers, right? He's like, hell no. We wouldn't be the only passengers, though. Could we take a moment to talk it over with our friends? Yes, but hurry. Your ship must depart under cover of darkness. We shall meet again at sunset on the Tasagari Bridge. Do not forget your fare. Bring many gil, yes? Oh, you little fish dingus. You are my new favorite race. It's about time our luck changed. Alfino and the others will be thrilled. So now we are bound for the offices again. Veterinary Consulate. Markets. Close. Oh, I have to talk to him to get in? We spoke with a number of merchants and captains at the southern piers. Several recognized Gosetsu and confirmed that he had been searching for a vessel to deliver him to Othud. None, however, made any mention of Lady Yugiri. Yes, it was the same story for us, and then you'll never believe what happened. We met a freaking fish. So this Gyodo claims to have aided both Gosetsu and Yugiri. How fortuitous. Not the word I would have chosen, Master Alphino. Stupid's what I call it. How can you agree to his price without making any attempt to haggle? Or even confirming what it was in the first place? Yes, that too was a misstep on our part, but it is not what troubles me most. Gyodo and his brethren are not renowned for their generosity of spirit. Rather, they are disdained as scheming moneylenders, ever eager to turn a profit from others' misfortune. Everyone else we questioned stated that Gosetsu was alone. Only Gyodo claims to have met both him and Yugiri. I suppose it's just possible that Gosetsu made inquiries by himself, and only called upon Yugiri once he had found a willing captain. But it is equally possible, if not more likely, that you are being deceived. Do not forget that there are parties present in Kugane with agendas which may run contrary to your own. The Viceroy was once a spy herself, as I recall. I should be surprised if she did not have countless agents here in her employ, all eager to prove themselves to their new master. And what better way to do so than by delivering her the heads of foreign insurgents? Fine, you may be right about him, but if Gyodo's working for the Empire, who's to say he didn't try the same trick on Yugiri and Gosetsu? I mean, if he did, he might know where they are, and if he succeeded, they might be in trouble. Anyway, if he holds up his end of the bargain, we'll have nothing to worry about, will we? But if he tries to betray us, I vote we take him prisoner and punch him till he tells us the truth. So, if it's a trap, we'll spring it and deal with the consequences. I like the way you think. Very well. We should prepare for the worst. Tatara will remain here, and I shall follow the three of you at a discreet distance. Once more, I must caution you to avoid physical altercations at all costs. Even should Imperial agents attempt to engage you. The Sekisegumi will not hesitate to clap you in irons or cut you down. If anything untoward should happen, you are to return here at once. Is that clear? Okay, let's take a peek here. So this could start an incredibly long series of complex events. So I'm going to take a little bit of a pit stop here. Then when we come back, we will follow this insane little fishy situation to its... Probably, like honestly, it's probably a trap. Just like the quest says, it's probably a trap. And I'm going to have to kick some catfish ass here in the near future. So when we return, we're going to have us a fish fry.